Welcome back, students. Now is the time when we should start solving questions which were asked in past engineering exams. So let's begin. So students, let's take the questions that were asked in last year IIT exams. Okay, so let's move to the question number 1, in which we have to find the domain for the following equation. Okay, so let's analyze this question. Now here you have to find the domain, and you can see that here the inequality that is used is of the type exponential, right? Okay, so it's easy to handle because we can convert it easily into either quadratic inequality or linear inequality. So let's see how we can do it. This is a sine inverse function. We know that if we have y equal to sine inverse something, right? So this will always be lying between -1 and 1. So I can put it like this, that 8 times 3 raised to the power x minus 2 upon 1 minus 3 raised to the power twice of x minus 1 will lie between -1 and 1. Okay, now to solve this, I can say that 3 raised to the power x equal to y, because it will be easy to handle. Okay, so this becomes 8 into 3 raised to the power x into 3 raised to the power minus 2 upon 1 minus 3 raised to the power 2x into 3 raised to the power minus 1, lying between -1 and 1. Okay, so let's try to solve it. Okay, so if we will try to solve this, this becomes 8 times 3 raised to the power x, that would be y, into 3 raised to the power minus 2 would be 1 upon 9 whole upon, then we have 1 minus 3 raised to the power 2x, that become y square, 3 raised to the power minus 2, again 1 by 9, and this lies between -1 and 1. Okay, so this can be simplified as 8y upon 9 minus y square, lying between -1 and 1. Oh, that becomes simple. You can really easily solve this, right? Because we have become expert into inequalities. Okay, what we'll do is we'll bring this -1 here, we will solve them separately now. So -1 less than equal to 8y upon 9 minus y square, and simultaneously we will solve this 8y 9 minus y square less than equal to 1. So this gives me 8y upon 9 minus y square plus 1 greater than equal to 0, and this gives me 8y upon 9 minus y square minus 1 less than equal to 0. So let's solve the first and second inequality. Okay, so first will give me 8y plus 9 minus y square upon 9 minus y square can be easily factorized into 3 minus y into 3 plus y greater than equal to 0, and this can be written as 8y minus 9 plus y square 3 minus y into 3 plus y less than equal to 0. So we can easily solve both of them and we can get their separate solutions. Okay, so let's move to the next question. In the next question, we have to find all x which is satisfying this equation. As I've told you, whenever we are talking about mod function, I have to take its critical points. So you can see that x equal to -2 is critical, so I will be making two cases. One would be when x is less than -2, and another is when x is greater than equal to -2. When x is less than -2, this mod function will be written with a negative sign. So minus of minus will become plus x plus 2 plus x less than, okay, greater than 0. When x is greater than equal to -2, I will have it in positive, will have with positive, written as positive. So minus x minus 2 plus x greater than 0. Okay. So here I have this got cancelled. So x square minus 2 greater than 0. So critical point would be minus root 2 and root 2. So I will have these as the solutions. And here x square plus 2x plus 2 greater than 0. Oh, very interesting. So let's see how we can analyze this. See students, we have x square plus 2x plus 2 greater than 0. Let's find its roots. We cannot do it by factorization, so let's check its discriminant. 4 minus 8, which is less than 0. So discriminant is less than 0, coefficient x square is positive, so that means it is always positive. That means this holds true for all real numbers. So all I have to do is, I just have to get the solution for the next one, and that becomes my answer. Okay, so let's move to the next question. Here we were supposed to find the domain of the equation. Now, whenever I have to find the domain of the equation, I just have to wonder wherein my y is not defined, right? So I have to check for the denominator, that should not be equal to 0. If I have any under root sign, then this quantity should be greater than equal to 0. If I have some logarithm function, I have to go by definition. Okay, so let's see what all categories we are falling into. Do we have something in denominator? Yes, we have something in denominator. Okay. What we have? X square plus 3x plus 2. So that should not be equal to 0. So I have x plus 1 into x plus 2 not equal to 0. So x cannot be equal to minus 1 or minus 2. Okay. Do I have something in under root sign? No. Do I have some log function? Yes. So how I will handle the log function? Let's see. I have log x plus 3 to the base 2. Now as I know, this quantity should always be positive. So x plus 3 should be greater than 0. So x should be greater than minus 3. And from the last condition, I had x should not be equal to minus 1 or minus 3. So complete answer become x greater than minus 3. Okay, so let's move to the next question, in which we have to find the range. Okay. So what we will assume? We will assume this whole function as y. We will cross multiply. Okay, so this becomes yx square plus yx plus y, that is equal to x square plus x plus 2. Okay, so now what I can do is, I can take x square common. So here I have y minus 1. I can take x common from here, y minus 1 plus y minus 2 equal to 0. Now, to get its range, I will say that this discriminant should always be greater than equal to 0. So I have y minus 1 whole square minus 4 y minus 1 into y minus 2 greater than equal to 0. So you can easily take y minus 1 outside. So I am left with y minus 1 here and minus 4y plus 8 greater than equal to 0. So y minus 1, y minus 4y is minus 3y, minus 1 plus 8 is plus 7 greater than equal to 0. Okay, so we have y minus 1 and minus 3y plus 7 greater than equal to 0. So critical point would be 1 and 7 by 3. Okay, so here I will have positive solution minimum, and this becomes my maximum value. Okay, so let's take last illustration. Now here students, I want that this should always be positive. Now this should positive means the graph should be like this. So a should be greater than 0, but a here is itself 1, this is always greater than 0, and discriminant d should be less than 0. So let's put discriminant d less than 0. So 4a square minus 4 times 10 minus 3a should be less than 0. 4 gets cancelled. So a square plus 3a minus 10 less than 0. So I can put it like this: a plus 5 into a minus 2 less than 0. So critical points are minus 5 and 2. So it will be lying from minus 5 and 2. So this is how we can solve the questions easily. If you have any doubts in this topic, you can post your doubt for free at askiitins.com. For this, you have to log in www.askiitins.com, and then you have to move to discussion board. Now, once you move to discussion board, on the right hand side you can see Ask Experts column. Now over here you have to select a category. Once you select a proper category, then you can post your question over here, and you can also attach an image. We here, experts at Ask Itins, will solve your question within 48 hours. So this was all in the kind of questions that were asked in past year papers. Students, I hope now you got a command in this topic. You understood the link between linear inequality with other chapters. And now we can solve any questions related to any kind of inequality. It may be linear inequality, quadratic inequality, modulus inequality, rational inequality, and logarithm inequality. And we can reach to the final solution. For more videos in physics, chemistry and mathematics, stay tuned with AskIITians.com. Thank you.